Hello guys, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for joining me today for some more Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon. Sorry, my screen is a little off. There we go. Maybe. Yeah, I'll be better. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great morning. It's great to see you guys. We are continuing on with our playthrough the DLC. Yeah, we arrived here in the Sea Lord's domain, underwater, essentially. God, this looks really great, man. This got like the freaking tree of life in the background. Insane. I think we may have enough. We may have done enough stuff to get into this knowledge sanctum, perhaps. Where is this taking me? Oh, it's trying to make me do the main quest. It's very interesting that the DLC, while you're in the DLC area, it defaults not to the DLC main quest, but it defaults to the main game main quest. That was a interesting choice. Will you let me pass now, lady?
Toplander, you've returned.
I have. She is talking to me, so that's good. Can you tell me more about Tumbo?
It's a peaceful village, though not without its share of problems. They all share one ambition, but it often gives rise to competitiveness instead of cooperation. It saddens me to see. I had thought a common goal would be unifying, but instead it became currency.
You speak as if you're not part of the village. Why?
I hadn't noticed that, but you're right. I belong to the Archive, and the Archive are what they crave. It is not a desire I share. I know my place in the world. This is all the knowledge I need.
The archives give us the electrolytes our bodies crave. I guess you don't know people very well. They can turn anything into currency. Yeah, I feel like they'd find something. Anything you can use as leverage, barring anything else, I feel like people would use.
In the depths, everything and everyone belongs to the sea. All we have is shared by others, down to our bodies after we die. What you describe sounds like the way of the surface. It should not be happening here, and yet it does. That is curious indeed.
Is it only the way of the surface if it's actively happening here too? I feel like you have idealistic thinking, my girl. What can you tell me about Urkel? How has his time been since the sitcom era?
Sir Urkel likes order and being left to his own devices. He is deeply dedicated to his duties, and not only Saras, but all of Avalon should be grateful for it. What lies within the Archive is both powerful and delicate. I believe Sir Urkel is the only one who can keep it safe.
You seem to admire Urkel a little bit. She's only like dedicated her entire life to guarding what's essentially his sanctum.
I do. I would not be here otherwise. He is the Lord's chosen. That alone proves he is worth following. Sir Urkel is unwavering in his service to him. Not once in hundreds of years has he strayed from his post. It is something I both respect and understand.
You said the knowledge in the archives is powerful and delicate. How so?
That is not something I can put into words. You need to experience it yourself. If you're allowed entry, of course.
Well, you belong to the archives. Can't you just show me? Take like 30 seconds, probably. We can do it. Yeah, how did you end up guarding the archives, right? And how many people do they allow in? Do none of them come out? Did they mention that yesterday? Like, they have to allow someone inside, right?
I believe it has always been my purpose, from the day I was hatched. My peers in the Ulcerate called me a stickler. I like order, and I do not bore easily. The moment I heard of the Archive, I was drawn to it. But not for what it could give me, but for what I could give to it.
Do you know how the archives came to be?
Sir Urkol once told me they were our Lord's answer to his desire to make peace with his new reality. He wandered Sadas aimlessly, distraught, afraid he was losing himself and all he knew. The Lord of the Depths inspired him to create a place to store his memories. And that place grew until it became what it is now. Go with the current, Toplander.
Well, that thing give me what I want. You know, did I turn this in, the turtle quest? Do I have to turn that into, what's his face?
The Toplander has found this one. This one is listening.
I fed your friend. Why do you keep him captive?
The meddling Toplander should not expect to gain knowledge not meant for the Toplander's ears. This one will give the Toplander an object of material value in return for the seaweed. It was the friend who promised to share knowledge. This one made no such vow.
So it's the turtle's knowledge you're after? That's what you truly value, isn't it? I mean, that's what I gathered from the beginning. Were you expecting different?
This one has never hidden that knowledge's worth is immeasurable.
Yes, I was
This
saying.
one knows that the turtle is a precious friend. The sole sacrifice that might one day grant this one passage into the archive. And only this one knows where the last turtle remains. Well, this one and the Toplander, of course. But the Toplander has a mission, and the laws of Tumbo do not apply to him. Thus, that knowledge will be of no use to the Toplander.
Tempe! Hey, man, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. You said, long time no see. Long time no see indeed. How have you been the past week, sir? What have you been up to? Tell me all about it. And thanks for coming in, grabbing your boss token. So close, at 157. You're going to be the next person probably who gets the boss token, although Monk may overtake you here. He's getting pretty high up himself. But how are you? How are you feeling? Whatever your motives were, it doesn't matter now. The turtle will soon leave Saris because he's learned that he can.
The Toplander promised to help this one. Is this how Toplanders help? By doing what was never asked? If this one had known, this one would never have asked. The Toplander possesses nowhere near the knowledge my turtle did. But if the Toplander shares knowledge that no other being holds, this one will forgive the impropriety.
Yeah, I really, do I need his forgiveness? I don't trust him. No one here trusts this guy. And he even admits himself that he was using this turtle. He intended to use him as a sacrifice, essentially. I don't think literally, but essentially to get the knowledge he needs to become worthy of the archive. So yeah, I don't need your forgiveness. I don't trust you.
Trust is irrelevant when the pursuit of knowledge is at stake.
Oh, there you go.
Know this. Should you desire anything more, without sharing your knowledge, this one will offer no answers. Now leave this one to himself, Toplander. It is time for this one to organize the knowledge already gathered.
I see ya.
This one is always willing to help, in exchange for knowledge.
Yeah, I gathered that, my guy. Good job. Good job. You're the problem, sir. This is what's her face at the gate was talking about. Using knowledge as currency. How could you? How could you? Okay, Rialta or whatever the hell your name is. Can I go in now? Ruko?
Toplander,
Close.
you've returned.
There, I've helped all the villagers who need aid. I think I proved myself.
Most of the villagers speak very highly of you. That is true. It is clear you have taken my words to heart. Yet, one of them has come to me accusing you of a crime against knowledge.
What? Is it what's his face? The guy I just talked to? That was fast. Who's accusing me?
That I cannot tell you. I am sworn to secrecy. I do not know your character well, Toplander. You might be prone to anger, thirsty for revenge. I would rather avoid senseless bloodshed.
Does this mean you won't let me into the archives?
No, not unless you prove your innocence.
Nitro says you did all the side quests in the village. I think so, but apparently I did a crime. I did a crime against knowledge, sir. I feel like my general state of being is a crime against knowledge, but apparently this one's special. Nitro, good morning. How are you? It's great to have you, man. Hope you had a great night. Demi says, been busy. I was at camp all last week, working as an instructor. Nice, hiking, climbing and stuff. Doing long work days. I've been so tired and needed some personal time that I haven't felt like watching streams. Still recovering from last week.
It's a VIP.
Sounds like a crazy, busy time, Tempe, but I hope you had a great time. It does. It sounds like fun. If I was in shape, that would be that sound. Well, I don't know about the climbing, but the hiking sounds fantastic. Hope you had a great time. And welcome back. Thank you so much for coming in. I'm glad you got some personal time. Hope you're feeling recharged. Monk, welcome in, man. Welcome in. Thanks for grabbing your boss token and for being a VIP and hanging out here so often, sir. A pleasure indeed. Hope you're having a good start to your day. Yeah, first prove my worth, now prove my innocence. This is getting tiring.
I am sorry, Toplander, but such is the law of this land.
How can I prove my innocence?
There is only one way to clear your name beyond any doubt. You need to stand before the barnacles speaking of lies. They will judge whether the accusation has merit, and their word cannot be contested. But beware, Toplander. Those whom the barnacles judge liars meet a tragic end.
Oh, good. I can't believe you're sending me to speak to a bunch of barnacles. No, there's no reason to antagonize them, right? Like, this is obviously their tradition. It wouldn't do any good to, be so hostile toward their tradition. So I'm not going to do that. Fine, I'll prove my innocence and come back here.
Good. I will await your return, Toplander. That is, if you make it back.
Yeah, in our world, the innocent until proven guilty thing is very good. But I suppose if you lived in a magical world where there was something that could literally magically divine what the truth is, and then it may be easier just to prove your innocence by asking that thing, right? So I guess that's fair. It's not necessarily a bad form of truth seeking. Is this underwater? It is meant to be underwater, yes. It's just it's a whole DLC, and I think that they didn't want to make like some big screen effect that would constantly be here, because it does. It looks very clear for it to be underwater, but it is underwater. I like the environment. Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks really good. It's very beautiful. Like, it's a good-looking DLC. It's crazy because it looks kind of like dirty and yeah, but it looks cool. I want to live in a world where the turtles speak and have eyeballs on their shell. Oh, I don't come here. I thought I talked to this guy because he talked to me about the barnacles earlier. Is it down here? I think I'll die if I jump off this cliff. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Oh, man. Oh my god, the blinking eyeballs. Where is this entrance? Oh, it must not have the right freaking quest. Is that it? Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. And why is it default to the main game? The main game quest. Ugh, the wall of eyeballs. Do we have to massage the eyeballs?
The Toplander approaches.
2 of them even.
A big one, hidden inside a smaller one. How odd. How unusual.
Have you come for judgment, Toplanders?
Give us all your lies. And all your truths.
We can tell which is which, though you may not like what we say.
Yeah, what are you? Are they like the souls of people? Are they like some hive mind magic entity?
We are the barnacles, speaking of lies. We know all the lies, the small ones.
I didn't have time. Of course I remember. No, I don't mind.
And the big ones. You're the only one that matters. Everything will be alright. It wasn't my fault.
Oh, geez. What makes you qualified to judge me?
Oh, the Toplanders wish to know our credentials.
Yes.
How amusing. Very well.
We come from the primordial depths.
We emerged from a darkness so absolute it became luminous.
We drank our knowledge from the bones of the world.
We sucked them dry of all their gentlest matter until they rang hollow.
They still do. Not that you can tell.
And now we're here, ready for your judgment.
Satisfied?
No, you have not yet satisfied me. I demand satisfaction. Satisfy me now. How do I know you're telling the truth? That is true. That isn't like they seem to actually be some sort of sentient collective of some kind.
Oh, that is very easy.
Be born with the world.
Slip your tendrils into its every crevice.
Grow 1,000 eyes to peek into its most jealously guarded secrets.
Soak up every word ever spoken.
Thought.
Felt.
And you'll learn how to tell the truth from a lie in no time.
Oh, good. So essentially, they're like a living. God, what was it? A book of Babel or whatever, where you just know everything. Like everything that could ever be and will ever be is contained somewhere in their minds. They're essentially omnipotent because of all the experience they have. Fantastic. How did you know I'm not alone?
Your steps are heavy, weighted, weary, old.
And you are full of lies.
Lies told to others, and many, oh so many, told to yourself. Too many lies for one small Toplander.
We have a piece of advice for you, big Toplander.
You can say them until your voice is hoarse, and the words taste like ashes of what they once were. Yet, they will never become truth.
I was accused of a crime against knowledge.
Oh, we know. We know.
Brought by none other than the shell named Hiss.
Yeah, I saw that.
The shell named Envy.
Saw that coming.
Shell named Greed.
But an accusation is an accusation, and it must be considered. You told Hiss that you have a mission here. That you wish to seek knowledge.
He claims it was false. For why would you search for knowledge here if all of it can be found on the surface?
Ooh. Really? That's what this is all about?
Yes, sadly, 2 Toplanders have descended from the surface. One of them, even, of a certain repute among us.
And yet, this is what we are to pass judgment over. Disappointing.
We know.
Like, this is a waste of time. I never said I was seeking knowledge. You got the wrong idea.
So, he's told a lie to himself. How very surface-like of him.
But you never disabused him of it, did you?
Isn't that a lie of omission? A boring one, but terribly common.
Jesus. They're so nitpicky. Oh my god, what about little white lies, my guys? What if it's something you wouldn't want to know? Oh god. I'm not responsible for what Hiss tells himself. That's true. And I did find some knowledge. I have found out some about their society, I guess. I don't know if that makes Hiss the liar. I mean, Hiss says that I didn't come here in pursuit of knowledge. Just because I happen to find knowledge while I'm here does not mean that that's why I came, right? It doesn't necessarily disprove what he asserted. Just because I happened to find knowledge while I was here, because that wasn't my mission in coming here. I'll have to say I'm not responsible for what Hiss tells himself.
Truth.
Oh, that won't even ring clear. And yet, there is such a thing as responsibility for your words, your actions. The Toplander inside you loves prattling on about responsibility.
Anything can be twisted and tangled, like this entire matter.
Both of you are wrong. Both of you are right.
Both of us
Both
die.
of you are insufferably dull. We will pass no judgment on this. Go away now.
Thank you.
No need. Toplanders. No need.
This is not the end, only an end.
What goes up must come down, after all.
You'd know something about that, wouldn't you, big Toplander?
You who bury your truths down, down, down. Pesky little things. If only they stayed where you put them.
But no, they crawl back up from their waterlogged graves, sink their claws into you, and try to drag you back down with them.
Perhaps you should let them. Have you thought of that? Maybe then you'd finally learn something. Leave us now, Toplanders. We are done with you.
That was a cool scene. An awesome scene. Really cool design of this thing, man. Yeah, it's just a bunch of eyeballs, but still freaking awesome.
Look, it's a VIP.
Hey, Mr. Venom, welcome in, man. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you for being a VIP. Spending so much time here, sir. Very much appreciated. How are we doing today? And Tempe, you said this game seems interesting. How much do your choices affect the story? So far, I think there was a major decision in the first act, but to be honest, I still feel like I don't really know how much all your choices collectively affect the ending. Obviously, I haven't played the ending, but there is a big choice in the first act and a big choice in the second act about who to side with. It feels like it had like an impact on the ending of that act, but I don't know how it comes together in the end to affect if it affects the actual ending. But the writing has been excellent. I would not be surprised if it has a good reactivity. They affect it more than Skyrim, that's for sure. Yeah, I would assume so. The writing quality seems to be, as I mentioned before, high, much at a much higher bar than any Bethesda game. But Mr. Venom, I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for taking time to stop in and say hey. The side quests also have different outcomes.
You spoke to the barnacles and came
Some
back
of them do,
in
yes.
one piece. That means you've proven your innocence beyond any doubt. I admit, I'm glad that's the case.
Ooh. Oh, man. Well, I'll be honest. Actually, they could not render a judgment.
Thank you for your honesty, Toplander. The barnacles are the final jury in such matters. If they cannot pass judgment, your knowledge lies beyond even their understanding. If anything, that only strengthens my decision that you are worthy of entry. You may go in. The door will remain open to you, and only you. It is an honor I grant with a glad heart.
Like I said, there's a secret society quest line that gives you different quests and rewards depending on who you sided with. Oh, that sounds neat. Okay. I guess I haven't encountered that yet. Sounds interesting, though. But yeah, I think, like, if you like the basic Skyrim gameplay in terms of, like, combat and, like, I don't know, the way dialogue feels and all of that, this is, like, a darker Skyrim with better writing. And it's really good. It's not exactly the same, but it's very similar. Fantastic game. It's in Act 1, is it? Oh man, I must have missed it. Nice. Ooh. Well, don't you look pretty? Are you Urkel? You are Urkel. Wait, I want to get my skill point. Oh, I can't get my skill point yet. Okay, Urkel. Yeah, you look different.
No idle chit-chat. I know who you are, and I know what you wish me to do. But I cannot do it while the place I am bound to keep is sinking into chaos. All this is your doing, so let us skip the pleasantries. I have neither the time nor the wish for courtesy in these circumstances.
I assume you're Urkel, and you need me to do something before I can ask you to go to Josephus.
Your assumption is accurate. First you help me, then you may ask, and I shall judge the outcome of your actions. Then and only then will you have my answer.
So I'll do your bidding, you can still say no? That doesn't sound right. That sounds like a very one-sided transaction, sir.
That is my offer. Take it or leave here forever. Somebody needs to restore order to this place. And if it isn't you, the very cause of this disorder, then the responsibility will fall upon my shoulders. And I assure you, I won't have time to play the organ anytime soon after that.
So it's a choice, but not a choice. Figures. Tell me what needs to be done.
I need the chaos you've brought here to finally settle.
What chaos? What did I do?
This is a matter of the highest importance. But before you begin restoring order, you must be ready to leave the world you know behind. You can't be distracted by unfinished business. You must enter my after images with a clear mind.
What? Do I need to do everything else in the DLC before I do this? Does this like end the DLC? Like I thought there was a whole nother section with Guy for their birthplace. Not necessary. Okay. Yeah, I'll say just point the way. It'll be done.
I am pleased with your answer. The path to the after images is now open.
That sounded very, like, finish what you need to finish, otherwise you're screwed. He's basically asking, are you happy with all the side quests you did in the village? Oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm fine with that. I think we helped him just fine. What are these after images you mentioned?
They are places tainted by chaos. Places that must be set back in order. Visions of the past, the present, and the future. What has already happened, what is happening now, and what was meant to happen. They were entrusted to me by the Lord of the Seas himself. Your arrival has changed the after images. They now show new things, different things.
Oh, jeez.
The knowledge I had gathered through them has become useless.
This is unacceptable.
This is unacceptable.
I love that. Dat Booty Meat, man. Welcome in. Oh, man. Tempe and Dat Booty Meat popping back in after a bit. How are you? Thanks for coming in, man. I hope you're having a great day, a great week, and you've had a great time since I've last seen you. Thanks for grabbing your boss token, sir. Yeah, what other questions can I ask?
Them. I never refuse knowledge to those I have allowed into my presence.
I'm good, man. How have things been? Things have been well. Been enjoying the, Tainted Grail in Terraria. It's been a fantastic time. Fantastic week. Why are the residents of Tumbo not allowed to enter the archives? Why is it so exclusive? Why does he make them fight, essentially compete against each other for entrance?
That was not my decision. Although I know they think otherwise. I suspect it was Rueko's idea to tell them that entry is granted only after gathering enough knowledge. I suppose she wished to spare her kin from certain death, while still urging them to grow.
What?
I am not capable of such multifaceted thinking for the sake of lesser creatures.
Oh my god.
I carry too much knowledge to trouble myself with worldly concerns.
So essentially he's saying they can't handle what's in here. Ruko is actually trying to save them by keeping them out. Jesus. His helmet looks insane, but I guess that's just his head. Yeah, I think so. I don't think it's supposed to be a helmet. Like, it looks as if the white parts are supposed to be eyes. I assume that was, like, his actual head from the beginning. Tell me about the archives.
Ah, my archive. It is extraordinary. I am certain it is the only one in all the known and unknown universe. Here, knowledge gathers about everything you might wish to know, and much you might wish you didn't. I am but a humble servant of the Lord of the Seas. I oversee the knowledge stored within the archive, but to know it fully is impossible. Here you will find everything. That is why you must always know what it is you seek.
Ooh. If I wish to know where my decisions will lead, what fate awaits Avalon, can I learn it here? We already know that. I bet, like, where so important things change. We already know us coming here change what the after images show. So presumably our actions can, like, rewrite what even this place says will happen.
In theory, yes. But the truth is, well, you will see it for yourself when you enter the after images and begin restoring order. Every gesture, yours or those of the creatures you meet, shapes destiny. You may even begin to question whether destiny exists at all, when there are so many variables and endless possibilities.
And how did someone like you end up a servant of the Lord of the Seas? I feel like you can't exist down here without being a servant of the Lord of the Seas. I mean, even our character is a servant of the Lord of the Seas, right? He's the guy who came and said we needed to come here, and he's the reason why we can breathe underwater. He essentially said, we're not going to let you drown. Like, you'll not drown because we don't want you to, essentially. So we're really only here because he wants us to be.
I was chosen and anointed by him. He came to me when my spirit was wandering aimlessly, searching for knowledge. He showed me the truth about everything. About Avalon, its people, King Arthur, the weirdness. Now I know that the island I once thought was my whole world is but a small ripple in the untamable current of time. Nothing human should concern me anymore. Not after what the Lord has shown me.
So he doesn't even consider himself pretty like mortal anymore at this point. He's like, that's the pursuit of lesser creatures. Oh yeah, I'm here on behalf of Josephus. He doesn't seem to care. Seems like him and God. There's who is the other? I forget the other person's name, but there's one other person that we need to find after him, and they seem to be kind of not lord. I guess there's the main Lord of the Sea, but I guess lesser lords of their own domain down here.
I know who sent you to me, Toplander, and I know about your mission, but you cannot demand anything of me until you help me bring order to the chaos that followed your arrival.
All right, let's go.
May knowledge guide you.
Let's go see these after images. Oh, do I have to wait till I do the after images to pray at the altar? I guess I do. Okay, well, that's sad. Ooh, where does this go? Oh! What is this? The better water? What is better than water? Water that remembers where to fall. Inside this unassuming flask is a temperamental blend said to come from the deepest depths. It does not splash so much as arrive, finding that place it's most needed and lingering there with improbable intent. Oh, what a way with words. Always that they should start their own bottled water company. This is the next Avalon, underwater bottled water. Sounds great. Once a ship that sailed the veins of the world until the Lord of the Seas himself claimed her as his heart. Her decks became sanctuaries, her hull a cathedral of the tides. When the storm that birthed Ceres first broke, the seas screamed for 3 nights and bled salt instead of water. Oh, good. Ceres anchored herself in the mind of the Lord, drifting wherever his dreams carried her. When he wakes, the sea rises to greet him, and the crew hear his call in their bones. Lady Nimue said, "Rest, my brave Captain Lear, rest, until the time comes to awaken and change the world." And then the apprentice rose against her master, carving her own path, creating a whole new realm. Oh, geez. Well, this is a creation story for Ceres. Fantastic. Am I just going to the other side? I guess so. Jump! Oh, no. I'm trying not to get, trying not to get fall damage, please. You come here and get tasked with this. This is how everyone dies. He made this place sound so dangerous, and what actually happens is that they get jetted up to the top and fall to their death. This is pretty much the first thing everyone does, just instant death. Sucks to suck. There we are. Ooh, another chest here. Wave Piercer. That sounds exciting. Well, it looks boring. It sounds exciting, but it looks horrible. I've often pondered the things that never came to be, the endless branches of our fate. The archives is a wondrous place. What I ask of it, it gives. What I do not, it gives as well. I saw the three of us die countless deaths, each more gruesome than the last, awestruck at how they rippled in ways I could never predict. And in each of those visions, the archive stood empty, towering over our desolation, watching, always watching. The archives is always here. It's a it's inevitability. It's inevitability. Fantastic. You have to wonder which came first, this land or the barnacles that lie. And the barnacles that lie may sound like they were here since the beginning of time. What is this? Oh, hey! It's QAnoct. Okay. Are these places we've been? Yeah, there's the men here in QAnoct. The effect they have on the image is crazy. I dig it. I like it. And where is that? Is that the corrupted temple? Can I use these things? I can't. The Red Death took their bodies, but the weirdness took their souls. Now both linger, unwilling to let the isle die or heal. Beneath the fog, the old knights still ride, shadows bound to oaths that outlived their masters. Their armor shines only in the light of dying stars. The Grail was never a cup, but a wound that would not close, and every pilgrim who seeks it only deepens the cut. Avalon bleeds where the weirdness touches the soil. Oh, jeez. What was? The Red Death took their bodies, but the weirdness took their souls. I was trying to think, like, who does that refer to? Is that to Arthur and Merlin? Is that to us? Well, I don't think the Red Death took them, did it? I guess. I don't know how Arthur ended up ultimately dying. I see visions of knights who are not knights, yet they drag their names behind them like ghosts. All of human-made Avalon seems built on specters, myths, and corpses. I remember Sir Lancelot. He seemed a kind man with a loyal heart, and if the next one to bear his name is cruel and treacherous, what will that make him? A mockery. They will trample his bravery, spitting on it, dragging his silent corpse through the mud. King Arthur's Avalon offers nothing but continued decay. It will rot beneath its shiny veneer, and then it will crumble at a mere touch. I feel that changed tone quickly. It was like, what if the what comes after spits on the legacy of what came before? And it seems like Avalon... it sounds like throughout this whole thing, Avalon does that as like a cycle where King Arthur comes back, restores Avalon to its prime, and then without King Arthur, it descends back into decay. And like Karadok said, Arthur doesn't want to let it just naturally die, so he keeps restoring it. He keeps being revived and restoring the kingdom, and in like an endless cycle. So I guess it's not wrong. It's already happened multiple times. Wait, what? What the hell is this? What is this? This isn't my sword. Oh, am I someone else right now? Is this a vision of the past? Excuse me. This dinky one-handed weapon, you could at least put me in the body of someone with two-handed weapons. Can I see myself? Oh, look at this! I am someone completely different. Who am I? Oh, open inventory. Oh, thank you for that. I did it on my own. But good call. Good call. I'm a pirate. Yar har. No, when the Lord of the Seas revealed that memory to me, I saw and felt everything they did. Determination, pain, uncertainty, despair, and hope, although that last one was weakest. The only knowledge I lack is the thoughts that accompanied them as they carried out their plan to escape Avalon. The Lord of the Seas has no access to those. Only why? Considering the pants are named Captain Lear's pants. Oh, I didn't see. They are called Captain Lear's pants. Captain Lear